Good evening, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Petronas payment demands from a bank guarantee against Petros has been deemed invalid in court, with hearings to resume on August 25th. Meanwhile, the Madani government is providing 10,000 ringgit in financial aid to the families of the 15 UPSI students who lost their lives in Monday's tragic bus accident. The move by Petronas in demanding payment from a bank guarantee against Petros has been deemed invalid and contradictory to the Gas Distribution Ordinance DGO 2016, which took effect in Sarawak on July 1st, 2018. During today's civil suit hearing concerning the claim, the counsel for Petros, Tan Sri Cecil Abraham, argued that, pursuant to the enforcement and amendments of the DGO 2016 in 2013, only licensed gas aggregators are authorized to manage and distribute gas within the state.
According to the Council, beginning February 1st, 2024, the Sarawak government has officially appointed Petros as the sole gas aggregator in the state. It was further emphasized that Petronas' actions of continuing to supply gas without a valid license not only violate state law, but also fail to comply with the state government's directive to channel the supply through Petros. He further described Petronas' demand for the bank guarantee without notice on October 14, 2024 as inhumane and unlawful, especially considering that the gas sales agreement SGSA referenced in the claim is no longer valid due to violations of DGO 2016. Meanwhile, counsel representing the Sarawak government, Dato Sri Fung Ju Chung, said in his argument that the DGO 2016 is constitutionally valid under the 1963 Borneo State's Order, which grants authority to Sarawak to enact laws related to gas distribution. He stressed that the SGSA is a commercial agreement and cannot be used as a basis to bypass the state laws that are currently in force. He added there are no clauses in the SGSA that link it to the Petroleum Development Act 1974, and as such, Petronas cannot use the Act to override DGO 2016. The proceedings, held before Judicial Commissioner Dato Farid Gohim Abdullah, were postponed and will resume on August 25th and 26th for the rebuttal of arguments from the federal government, Petronas and Petros.
The Sarawak government's initiative to establish the Unit for Other Religions UNIFOR since 2017 proved that the state prioritized inclusivity regardless of residents' background. According to Sarawak Premier Dato' Peninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, UNIFOR has received 565 million ringgit in funding from the Sarawak government up to date.
He said this in his text of speech read by Deputy Premier Dato' Ahmad Suga Ambas during a Thanksgiving ceremony in conjunction with the 2025 Sarawak Level yang di-Pertuan Agong's official birthday celebration on Wednesday.
UNIFOR telah memberi dana bantuan sebanyak ringgit Malaysia 475 juta kepada rumah ibadat agama-agama lain di Sarawak, termasuk Buddha, Kristian, Tao, Bahai, Sikh dan Hindu, berdasar kepada prinsip inklusiviti sosial. Projek-projek ini termasuk projek bina baru, baik pulih, ubah suai, penyelenggaraan dan atau pembelian alat kelengkapan serta alat-alat keagamaan untuk rumah ibadat agama-agama lain. Selain itu, bantuan dana UNIFOR berjumlah ringgit Malaysia 90 juta juga diberi kepada sekolah-sekolah membalik di Sarawak sejak tahun 2021. Maksudnya, ringgit Malaysia 565 juta telah diperuntukkan kepada UNIFOR oleh Kerajaan Sarawak.
Since this year, Unifor has partnered with quantity surveyors for the Sarawak Public Works Department, PWD, to strengthen the unit's technical expertise in evaluating grant applications. Meanwhile, touching on the organisation of the Interfaith Thanksgiving ceremony, he said it reflects the unique culture of Sarawak, which is the only region in Malaysia to hold such an event.
The Sejingkat Bridge project, part of Sarawak's second trunk road network, has been delayed by 55 days. Sarawak's Deputy Minister for Infrastructure and Port Development, Dato' Aidil Lariwo, said this was due to the collapse of a foreign traveller in March this year. The scheduled completion date is now pushed to June 2026.
Project or contract physical progress is slightly experiencing slight delay a little bit. 52.45% physical progress versus 59.75% jadwal. So the slight delay, 7.3% delay. Due to some technical issue, especially on the temporary work in the form of foam troubler.
In a press conference following a site visit at the project site today, Aidil said the contractor is currently working to resolve the delay by directly procuring bridge support infrastructure from China. Meanwhile, work continues on other construction activities that can still proceed despite the issues. Despite the delay, Aidil said the contractor has pledged to fully deliver the project and ensure the bridge is open for public use before June 2026.
Sarawak is set to host the 2025 Green Mobility Innovation Summit from September 8 to 9 to discuss sustainable transportation and regional innovation. Co-organized by the State Ministry of Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Sarawak Skills and the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East ASEAN Growth Area, the summit will be themed Driving the Future, Talent, Innovation and Sustainability in Green Mobility.
A joint statement stated that policymakers, industry players, educators and innovators from all over the region will gather to share their expertise, foster collaboration and promote the development of sustainable transportation solutions. Meanwhile, Sarawak Skills Executive Director Holwan Sabri said the summit serves to nurture talent for sustainable transportation in line with a shared regional goal under the BIMPIAGA Vision 2025. The event highlights the pressing need to develop forward-looking strategies for green, more sustainable transport ecosystems in Southeast Asia. It also serves as a key component of the BIMPIAGA Vision 2025 initiative, which aims to enhance regional connectivity and sustainable development through eco-friendly practices, climate resilience and smart city initiatives. Featuring more than 30 renowned speakers and moderators, discussions will focus on talent development, innovative technologies, administration and global cooperation. The summit also aligns with the post-COVID-19 development strategy PCDS 2030, which prioritizes the green economy as well as showcases the state's leadership in hydrogen fuel technology, electric vehicle infrastructure and smart city development. Everyone is invited to participate in this landmark event, and more information can be obtained through the email shown on screen.
Welcome back. The Madani government will provide 10,000 ringgit in financial aid to the families of the 15 University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI students who lost their lives in the tragic bus accident last Monday. Prime Minister Dato' Seri Anwar Ibrahim said the decision was reached in today's cabinet meeting.
In a post on Facebook, Anwar, his also finance minister, said each injured victim will also receive 5,000 ringgit in similar aid. Commenting further, Anwar said the government has also agreed to fully settle the National Higher Education Fund Corporation PTPTN loan debts of all UPSI students who perished in the accident. He also said the Ministry of Higher Education is currently looking into providing additional assistance to the victims' families. On Monday, 15 UPSI students were killed and 7 others seriously injured after the bus they were traveling in overturned at kilometer 53 of the East-West Highway at 1:15 a.m.
On to the next development. Police have advised the bus driver involved in the accident that claimed the lives of 15 Sultan Idris Education University UPSI students in Geri on Monday not to issue any public statements to any party. Perak Police Chief Datuk Nur Hisam Nuruddin said this is to prevent interference with ongoing investigations and to avoid unfounded speculation.
Because kita khawatir apa-apa juga statement atau kenyataan yang diberikan mungkin akan mengganggu siasatan. Mengganggu siasatan. That's the word lah, the term is akan mengganggu siasatan. So, lebih baik dia menunggu sehingga selesai siasatan ini dan dia ni. Because it will create another speculation and it's memang mengganggu siasatan lah.
At a press conference at the Perak Contingent Police Headquarters today, Nur Hisam added that investigating officers met the driver at Taiping Hospital and issued the reminder today. The driver was also advised to wait until his statement is formally recorded as the investigation is still ongoing. Nur Hisam clarified the police are unable to take a full statement yet as the driver is still undergoing treatment at Taiping Hospital.
On to world news. The U.S. Geological Survey said a magnitude of 5.9 offshore earthquake rattled Taiwan today, with reports of buildings shaking the capital Taipei. Firefighters were dispatched to check the impact of the moderate quake, which hit 71 kilometers south of Hualien City.
According to the USGS, it struck off the island's east coast at a depth of about 31 kilometers. The Hualien and Taitung fire departments told that there were no immediate reports of damage or casualties. Evening services along the Eastern Railway line were running normally after the quake, which the USGS reported hit at 7 p.m. Taitung firefighters Andrew Liu said 25 firefighters, including volunteers, and 5 vehicles had been dispatched to coastal areas closest to the epicenter to check for damage. Taiwan is frequently hit by earthquakes due to its location on the edges of 2 tectonic plates near the Pacific Ring of Fire, which the USGS says is the most seismically active zone in the world. The last major earthquake occurred in April 2024 when the island was hit by a deadly 7.4 magnitude tremor that officials said was the strongest in 25 years.
Investigators have raided the home of the 21-year-old former students who opened fire at his former school in Graz, Austria, leaving 10 people dead before taking his own life. A farewell letter and a makeshift bomb were discovered during the search. Austria's Public Security Authority confirmed that the farewell note was addressed to the shooter's parent, but no clear motive could be determined from its content.
The attacker, identified as a former pupil of Borg Dryan Schutzgasse High School in Graz, was armed with a legally owned handgun and shotgun. Local media reported that the victims included both students and teachers.
Beim mutmaßlichen Täter handelt es sich um einen 21-jährigen Österreicher aus dem Bezirk Graz-Umgebung. Nach derzeitigem Kenntnisstand wurden bei der Tat 2 Schusswaffen verwendet, die am Tatort sichergestellt werden konnten. Diese Waffen werden nun kriminaltechnisch untersucht. Der mutmaßliche Täter dürfte die Waffen legal besessen haben.
Authorities said this was the deadliest shooting in Austria since World War II, with 11 people confirmed dead, including the perpetrator, and over a dozen others injured. A nationwide minute of silence was held to honor the victims.
Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.